Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with a Monday morning video. Today I really just wanted to kind of get back in the swing of things. Obviously the market opens today. I did actually want to talk about 3 stocks I am closely watching this week, depending on what the market does. So, I obviously, if I make a buy or a sell, I'll make a video letting you guys know what I bought, at what share price, and what percentage of that current share I actually bought in at. Not financial advice, just like sharing, just like being transparent with what I'm doing. So 3 stocks to watch this week. First one is AFRM. This is a stock I've been buying heavily for the past 6 months, basically. Once it fell off the 52-week highs off the Amazon deal, it did hit like 110, 105 off those 170 or 165 highs. It's crazy to say 6 months later, the stock's $35.19. This is basically right on 52-week lows. So this is kind of a stock that got really beaten down for a lot of reasons. People think that a recession might be rolling in the end of 2022, 2023. I'll speak about that at the end of the video, my thoughts on that. But basically, people are, Wall Street's betting and analysts are betting on the consumer is going to slow down in spending. Inflation might get a little hotter and a little less transitory than what people originally thought. So they thought this is going to hurt AFRM's business model, which is why we've had such a crazy sell-off recently. They had a huge miss on Q4 earnings, 2022. They came out like a month and a half ago, and that really shook the stock down. But this is obviously I was buying at 110, long-term investor. I even love it at 110, to be honest. So this is a stock I've been heavily buying. I currently own 17 stocks. This is a top 5 position of mine in my portfolio. Really love it for the long term. Really love their business model, their management team. I think they're gonna do really good things, and they're partnering up with the right people, like Amazon, for example, this year for success. So I really love this stock, so I'm definitely gonna watch this one this week to see what it does. Facebook, I've been in Facebook since 2019. This was one of my biggest positions originally. Once it went on that crazy run, I started buying at like 170, 175 in 2019. Once I started running past 200, 225, I was actually buying other stocks. In 2019, I liked it at that price. Now, the progress Facebook has done in the past 2.5 years is substantial. They have more revenue, they have more cash, they're getting into the metaverse, which I'm a big believer in. So I think they're going to be the number 1 guys in the metaverse. They're the one that have the capital. They're the one that have the team, the management. They're basically going all in on the metaverse. So that's shaken a lot of people out of Facebook if they don't believe in it or they're unsure of the metaverse. So that's a lot of the reason why the stock's getting shaken down a little, because they totally switched their business model. They even rebranded, obviously, their name to Meta, not Facebook anymore. So their ticker is still FB, obviously, but it's sitting at $210.18. Honestly, anything under $250, I love this stock. So this is a stock I have actually, when it broke under 200, I was averaging cost up off my 175 cost base from what I bought in 2019. But I do love this stock. This is a large cap, so if this lags, right now small and mids are really, as a whole, are very undervalued. So I've kind of been not actively buying this one, but I've been just chipping at it. If all the small caps run, or go back to fair value, and Facebook's still lagging under 250, I probably will average cost up and make my position bigger. This is a probably top 6 or 7 position of mine. This basically is at 52-week lows. It's very close. So it went down to 180, 185 in the mid-March lows, but long term, if you believe in the metaverse, this is the play you want to be in as far as a stock, in my opinion. Mark Zuckerberg, like him or hate him, he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. Some people, in my opinion, they will not accept a lose. He'll figure it out. He's going to make something crazy. And I think Facebook one day will be a multi-trillion-dollar market cap. That's my opinion if they execute right in the metaverse. The last stock that I'm going to watch this week is Nvidia. This is a new position of mine. Ticker is NVDA. This kind of goes along with like crypto, computers, metaverse, technology. These are like the biggest guys in the game. They sell premium graphic cards and other things. So This is a stock I always wanted to get into that was always, I felt like it was super rich. I was like, oh, I'll wait for it to fall down. Oh, I'll wait for it to fall down. Or, oh, I don't really understand it. I don't really see the vision and how they're going to be like such a big player in the future. But, it had a massive pullback from the 6-month highs. That was the 52-week high at 338. It did pull back to $212.58. So this is a 6-month low for it. So it's sitting at that right now. I did start a position at 225. I've been actually posting videos. When I started my position, I averaged cost down. I think I bought it like 220 or 218. I bought recently. I don't recall. If you're curious, I go back a couple of videos and you'll see the headline Nvidia. But this is a stock I'm going to keep my eye on. If it goes down 10% off my cost base, I'm probably going to have to buy more. So this is the third stock I'm really going to keep an eye on this week. I do want to make this a very big position eventually. So the longer it stays, just kind of like Facebook, sub 250, I will be a buyer of it for sure. But this is not a small cap either. So most of the small caps are very beat down right now. Most of them, I am very built out in them. I've been actively buying them for the past 6 to 9 months. So I don't want to get too overweighted in small caps. So that's why I'm kind of nibbling at, these large caps right here. And I do like them for the long term. So I just want to hedge my portfolio a little bit and have a bit of balance in small and mid caps, even though smalls are really the best opportunity right now. So let me see where I'm at here. Loads. Okay, yeah, I got plenty of time. So just my thoughts on the market this week. Obviously, after a long closed market, the market was closed on Good Friday. So a lot of people, they don't want to chance being, 3 days, a lot of things can happen in the news and in the world. So a lot of people on long weekends, they take their money, like day traders or hedge funds or, whatever. They take their money, and usually if nothing super bad happened over the weekend, which I don't recall anything bad happening, I'm just going to take a glance at the pre-market. Not that it really means much, but I shot this video the night before, so if it's different now, I apologize. But oh my God, wow, it's really down. So the futures, the Nasdaq's down 1%, S&P's down 0.6, and then the Dow is down 0.3. Doesn't mean a whole lot, but obviously when you guys watch this video, the market's gonna be opening up shortly. But so there might be more pain to come. Obviously, a lot of people are freaking out about the Fed in the beginning of April, what they're going to do. Are they going to raise a half point, quarter point? Is inflation at its point now, or is it going to be higher in the next reading? There's definitely a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot going on overseas, obviously. But when I really look at like the CPI and the PPI and all that stuff, I just like the consumer's still spending, and I really think people are overlooking that. Like usually recessions start by people stop spending. And if you look at like the bank earnings that came out last week, like they raised their forecast, like people are spending. So, the housing market might be a little different because they are raising rates so aggressively. I think the fixed 30 for the average person went above 5.25%. So that's a big difference from like 3-4 months ago. I think it was sub 4. So every like from a 3.0 to a 3.0, a fixed 30 to a 5% fixed 30. I mean, that's, if you're just say the average median house is 400,000, that's probably an extra $400 a month just in interest. So that does hurt, especially for people that were shopping at maybe like their max, and now they're getting for like new construction or whatever when the houses are built. Well, you can't lock it in until X amount of weeks or months before the settlement. So that could really hurt them. But I mean, that's more of a housing mortgage issue than the stock market. I feel like that always lags the stock market. So we've already seen, in my opinion, I think we've seen peak pain. And I really think definitely in 2022, we're not going to go into a recession. The 10-2 yield curve only inverted for like 24 hours. So that's an indicator of a recession, but we're already out of it. We're actually separating the difference. So that's good. I think it's too early to call like, oh, we're going into a recession. Like, that's just my opinion. Maybe in 2023, but a lot has to go wrong and it's too early to predict. So if you're a long-term investor, you're better off just consistently buy your favorite stocks that are great deals, and you kind of adjust accordingly if there's more more chances of that to hedge and make sure you're doing the right thing. most analysts, like most banks, I think it's still under, none of them have it over 40% chance of recession. So technically, according to the banks and analysts, it's not on your side. Like chances are we're not going to have one. So you got to kind of look like that. I mean, I know CNBC and a lot of like, you know, news articles, they like clicks, they like views, they want to draw people to their network. So there's a lot of headlines saying inflation's out of control since 1980, you know, all that stuff. But really, it's all just noise. You got to really look into the details and really believe in what you think in. So that's kind of my thoughts on this week. These are the 3 stocks I'm going to watch. If I buy them, I'll make a video. And until tomorrow, also make sure you guys subscribe. I think I'm over 700 subs now by a decent amount. So much appreciated to all you guys that have hit that button. Like, comment below if you have any thoughts or questions. I'd be happy to comment and answer. Till tomorrow, peace.